Hey guys, it's Lawnmowers 14. Today it's Monday, October 20th. And we're going to do a cold start of the John Deere 2150. And I'm going to show you front left side tie rod and replacing. I'm going to replace it and then we'll give her a cold start. I'm going to show you what went wrong and what to make sure to check on your John Deere 2150 or similar models that might go wrong. And if you're driving down the road and you lose a tie rod end, it's not going to turn out so good, because it almost happened to me. But I'll show you what happened here on the old one, and then I'll show you the new one. Alright, as you can tell, this is the old tie rod, half of it. This is the ball joint that goes in here, and it just kind of doesn't want to sit in there anymore. Probably got water and rust in it, and it just doesn't want to work anymore. So that's the old one. That's what happened. Now here's the new one. It's $175 for the right and the left side of this whole arm here. Now I kept this middle piece, the adjustment. Nothing was wrong with that, and in the box, this end here, this old one, still worked. I mean, nothing was wrong with it, but I figured I'd just change it all while I'm at it. So, let's get back to the... Alright, I'm going to head back to the woods with my tie rod end. And I'll show you bolting it on. The old one, you had to run a little pin through here that would lock through the nut. The newer ones just have a lock washer, so you don't have to deal with putting these little guys through there. So let me head back to the woods real quick. Alright guys, we are back here by the John Deere. I'm going to show you where this is located at, and just so you know, an FYI, if you need any front end parts for, I know this model tractor specifically, there's like 12 different versions of parts you can choose from, because they make this in a straight axle, a V axle, which I'll show you what that is, and then you got two-wheel and four-wheel drive. This is a two-wheel drive, so that's going to make it different if it was four-wheel drive. So just note that make sure you have the model number, serial number, everything, so that they can find the part for you, unless you actually have the tractor in the dealership and they're looking at it. So I'll show you how to tell if it's a straight axle or a V axle. From the tire up towards the frame here, you'll notice that the axle is right where my finger is, and then pointed down, look where it comes. There's a V. From the pivot point back, the axle does not go straight out, it comes back on an angle. And then this is where this your joint goes in, right like this. Well, it's hard to do it with one hand, but it'll go under there like that. So the other side is actually all right on her, but that's how it'll go. So I'm gonna get it bolted up real quick. I'm low on battery juice, so I'm gonna get it fired up. It's been sitting for about almost 2 weeks. I forgot to put the bucket down on it, but let's just get this part on here and get her running again. Fall, gotta love fall. Alright guys, we're actually going to do the cold start first, because I need to get the power steering to move the tire on the right side over a little bit so I can slide her right up in there. So I'm going to fire it up first. Told you she'd fire right up. This tractor always runs no problem, so I knew it'd start right up. Now it does have a block heater that you want to plug in the window. Alright, here's what you have when she's bolted on. If you need any small adjustment, make sure you spin out this silver piece, because this has notches, this brown tan colored piece. It slides in and it locks with the nut and bolt, so make sure you just do that. If any questions, just send me a message. So it's not too bad, but just make sure that you're always standing in front of the tractor and you're aligning it, because you don't want it your